everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of February 16th through February 22nd, 2025. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to thank everyone who has liked, shared, recommended, and subscribed to my YouTube channel, the Claire Candy Hoff YouTube channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free. And when you do, you will receive notification when I upload new videos. I'd also like to thank those people who have made donations for my free content. If you would like to make a donation, I have left my PayPal link in the description box down below. Now, I'm very excited to announce and share with you that my angelic family that I'm part of, we are called the Posse of Angels. We have created a new YouTube series, which is called Welcome to the Golden Era of Light, in which we offer insights into what is happening on our beloved planet and how we can garner motivation and inspiration to hold our faith not only in ourselves, but in the divine plan for our planet Earth. Our first video was entitled, "Congratulations, you have entered a new era on planet Earth." Then, #2 was how feelings of grief, betrayal, and sacrifice planted seeds for our regeneration and recommitment. The third one, how to nurture your joy, your faith, and love while being witness to the collapsing of a corrupt world. And I'll be posting #4 this weekend. Now, if you or someone you know is struggling to find peace, a sense of balance, and a deep knowing that everything that is happening in the world is unfolding to a divine plan, please do share this informative and inspiring YouTube series to help everyone successfully navigate these unprecedented, momentous times. I've left the links to the individual YouTubes in the description box down below. Now here on Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, we do pull tarot cards and oracle cards, but we always look first into the astrological heavens to see what planetary and celestial energies will be affecting us. So, first of all, the question is, how is everyone doing after this past first week in February? Write in the comment down below what you have experienced. With so many disclosures and so many revelations left, right, and center, it can not only figuratively, but literally make one's head physically spin as we watch a very corrupt world of lies and deceptions collapse under the microscope of truth. One of the big energies this week was on February the 9th, when the moon was conjunct Mars. And with Mars ending its retrograde in 2 weeks, things will be turning so much better than we ever can imagine. Look, if we have had these many revelations and disclosures, and Mars, the planet of action, fiery determination, it's still in retrograde, can you imagine what is going to happen when Mars stations direct, starts going forward on February the 23rd? I can't even imagine. You've already done all that you can do by bringing massive amounts of light to the planet, and the universe has already shifted things in our favor. The Posse of Angels is reminding us that things are working out for our highest good. Even though you may not be able to see it yet, things are working out in our highest and greatest good. One thing that helped shine an even greater illumination of truth was the magical full moon in the emotional and passionate sign of Leo, and that was on February the 12th. This fiery lion energy is helping us to spice up our lives and give us a push to explore new things, new things to relate to, new ways of being, and new ways of doing things. Many will feel like their creativity is getting an extra boost to rediscover what makes them feel alive. This will help us push the refresh button on our lives. This full moon was a doozy, as it was square Uranus. So its wild card energy can bring in some unexpected news and upheavals that might disrupt our plans. It might also expose our fears and doubts that may be holding us back, unnerving our sense of security. Well, these revelations and disclosures about where all our taxpayer money is going, that certainly has disrupted our sense of security, if we ever had one to begin with. Those who are brave enough and have the courage to perhaps feel the fear and bravely step forward anyway will experience freedom and greater empowerment. Now, fortunately, if we are seeking our bravery, this full moon in the sign of Leo is pumping up our courage to roar our authentic power and radiate our unique gifts. In my tarot readings for clients this week, the cards that seem to be presenting themselves over and over again are cards displaying water, many of them being the Suit of Cups. Now, by the way, if you're interested in booking a channeled tarot card reading with myself and the fabulous Posse of Angels, please visit my website or call the Angel Healing House phone number in the description box down below. You know, with many water cards appearing, it finally dawned on me that Pisces season is right around the corner, and it's imprinting its energies early on in the readings. In fact, in a few days' time, February 18th, we will have the start of Pisces season. A big happy birthday to all you fish out there, all you Pisceans. Being the last sign in the zodiacal wheel before the new year starts in Aries, and yes, I'm one of those people that believes that the true new year starts with Aries on March 20th and not on January the 1st. It is the time when we are given the time to reflect on the past year being the last sign before the new astrological year happens, and where we can tie up loose ends and try to make sense of the last 12-month solar cycle before we begin a new cycle. And if your last year was anything like mine, there's a heck of a lot to reflect on. There's a heck of a lot to bless with unconditional love and forgiveness to find ultimate closure. You know, Pisces is the perfect sign to help us as it flows with a sense of mystery, and it encourages us to go deep into our imaginations and into our intuition. This watery sign is represented by two fish, and they're actually swimming in opposite directions. While they may be journeying in different directions, giving them varied and very different experiences, they both end up in the same place, signifying that we will always end up where we need to be. Nothing is by happen chance. Pisces also represents wholeness. It also represents completion. So we may find ourselves wrapping up a cycle, feeling a sense of accomplishment. We have a whole month to dive way deep into this watery emotional sign, to surrender ourselves to the unknown and trust what still remains unseen, because it encourages us to dive into profound depths of emotion. It has an uncanny way of dissolving barriers, and we connect higher to higher and higher realms, to revealing illusions that we may still be clinging to. You know, at the very heart of Pisces is just that. It is pure heart energy. And it might make us more emotional, might make us more sensitive, but there's nothing quite like it for getting us to do some really deep spiritual cleansing. This is great. as it is not only getting us to get all of our ducks in a row, in order, but it gets them swimming in the most advantageous direction to help us navigate into the new year when we have the start of Aries season. Because Pisces energies are so deep and heartfelt, look for more heart-centered soul connections and deeper unity within your relationships. Then, on February 22nd until the 24th, we will be under the magical, mystical energies when the sun will align with Fomalhaut, one of the four royal stars. Now, in astrology, the royal stars of Persia, known as the guardians of the celestial heavens, which are Aldebaran, Regulus, Fomalhaut, and Antares. The Persians believed that the sky was divided into 4 districts, with each district being guarded by one of these royal stars. Fomalhaut has a reputation as being the loneliest of these stars, as it appears to stand brightly in the corner of our universe, all by itself. Its separation from the other stars reminds us that we each incarnate with our own unique light and gifts, talents and abilities, and all we need to do is authentically share these with the world. We don't need to be anything other than ourselves in order to bring our unique gifts and offerings to the world. All we need to do is to stand strong in who we are. It also teaches us that sometimes we need solitude and sometimes we need quiet away from everything else to help us to connect with who we truly are. One thing is for sure, everyone, the energies now compared to 3 weeks ago are polar opposites on this planet, as we are receiving massive amounts of high-frequency light, and to many it feels amazing. With all the revelations and disclosures, there are many in the collective who have had their faith and their hope restored, and that positive energy is massively increasing the light on the planet, and that is the light of hope. Take time to feel this increasing energy of hope that is enveloping Mother Earth, like a mother hugging her baby, like a warm, comfortable comforter on a cold winter's night, like the deep knowing that the light has returned to our planet, home Earth. This is our first glimpse as to how our soul frequency is supposed to feel, which is pure love and pure light. This is how it feels like all the time in the 5th dimension. This feeling will begin to become our new normal. Now it depends on the level of light and pure love that each of us supports and each of us holds on a daily basis. So do make it a conscious effort to hold that vibrancy and that light, not only for yourself, but for the planet as well. So for additional messages, let's go to my Sacred Hags Oracle deck by Danielle Dulski. And the hag that came out today is the Hag of Hawthorns. I like her hat with the feathers. Reminds me of this feather that I picked up on my walk. I'm not sure what bird it's from. Maybe I should lens it and find out. Okay, so the Hag of Hawthorns is bringing us an additional message that most in the collective are certainly not aware of. With each corrupt revelations that we are being presented with, humanity is going through no less than a deep heart healing. Now, if you don't realize it already, the Posse of Angels is going to let you in on a secret. You're not here, incarnated on this planet Earth, by happen chance. In fact, the majority of the present collective had already transcended the birth and death wheel and they were joyfully living peaceful lives in other realms when the clarion call went out across space, time, and dimension for advanced spiritual souls to band together for a final push to break the dark matrix that held Earth captive. That's right. You were part of that huge group of spiritual warriors armed with your deep wisdom and spiritual knowledge that had been acquired throughout many incarnations of aiding in bringing increased light of consciousness to the planet. There were many in the collective that felt and intuited that not all was honest and above board in many areas of our lives. And we longed for the day, this day, when all would be revealed. Now that this day has come, your heart may be recalling all the battles that you fought that were fraught with chastisement and rebuke. Many called us conspiracy theorists if we dared to go against the accepted narrative. This criticism caused great hurt to our hearts, especially those of us who warned and pleaded with family and friends against dire health consequences. And so many are now seeing the devastating, disastrous results of other people's choices. Now, the Posse of Angels is sharing that what many are feeling is not just their hearts healing by these latest developments, but we are also feeling the heart wounds of our ancestors that lived under such tremendous darkness. We're also deeply feeling the wounds of the world, our precious Mother Gaia releasing eons of darkness in order to be able to glow her brightest. Now, the Posse of Angels are also sharing that the greatest thing that we can do now is to heal our own hearts with unconditional love, non-judgment, compassion, and peace. See your heart wounds as entrances through which light can now shine. And we may not want to admit it, but our wounds, especially those of the heart, well, they are some of our best teachers. So thank you, Hag of Hawthorns, with your message about deep heart healing going on in the collective. Our next card from the Sacred Hag's Oracle is this one. It's number 31 for the Raven's Ritual. And the number 4 is the card of security, safety, and a strong foundation. You know, the Raven's Ritual reminds us that the best way to heal our heart is to release all the struggle, let go of all that went before, in order to find our path of surrender, to rediscover our center once again. Staying neutral and surrendered, especially during these initial revelations about the unbelievable ways that our taxpayers' hard-earned money was spent overseas by U.S. aid when people are homeless, living in their cars, working several jobs, and yet there was no money to help devastated people like those in North Carolina and California. Surrendering to what is not easy. The Posse of Angels is suggesting that we call on our ancient ancestors to share their wisdom on how we can be strong enough to surrender, but not lose our minds in the process. How we can remain loving, soft, gentle, and kind. For this to occur, we must release control and let ourselves be vulnerable as to how this golden age will unfold. Our part on all this is to deepen our sense of peace, knowing we are an integral part of the rebirthing of Mother Earth, and that it is only by surrendering to this long prophesied event that we can fully regain our own brilliance. So thank you to the Raven who came in. And our next and third message from this deck is this one, Cracking the Cosmic Egg. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is a number 3. Number 3 is the number of creation and miracles. And this message is creativity. It's confirming what the Posse of Angels and I mentioned previously. As spiritual warriors who have lived lifetimes and witnessed atrocities beyond comprehension, many who are reading and listening and viewing this can recall their lives in Atlantis and were there when it was destroyed. Many of you have experienced and proudly know that creation and births, especially those of civilizations, are often violent, and they are painful events filled with loss of lives and turbulent times. But the creation of anything better, especially if it's a long-held corrupt regime, requires a fearless, relentless dedication to strive for something better, something for the betterment of all. While being witness to the dismantling of a very dark world amidst the rubble, the Posse of Angels is reminding us to find the inner fortitude to start to create your new world, because the world needs your kind of medicine. Knowing how important it is to keep our energies high, bright, vibrant, and clear during these times, find ways that you can feed your creativity, for you are the grand artist of your world. Instead of ignoring the powerful forces of restoration going on in the world as it is transforming, throw your energies into a passion for expressing your joy, gardening, cooking, painting, decorating, singing, composing, dancing, writing, and so many more things. This shows the universe that you and you alone are the grand artist of your life, and then your angels and your spirit guides then will know exactly the people who to connect you with, and the events and the situations that will bring you more connection to what you love doing. So thank you to the Sacred Hags Oracle there. And next, I've chosen one card from a new deck. It's called the Dragon Rider's Oracle. And this one came out. Beautiful blue card. Saga and her dragon friend, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it properly, is Shala Shagthan, and it is again a number 4 card, which is the card of security and safety and a strong foundation. And on this card, it confirms what we said before about the power of water, because the sun is moving into the watery sign of Pisces in a few days. This card is so appropriate, and she is the goddess of writing, poetry, and water. Her message for us in these momentous times is to allow ourselves to live like water. Flow, flow, and flow, and be free. In former videos, the Posse of Angels and I shared that what would help tremendously is to adapt and welcome in constant change, because that's the only thing that we can be assured of. Water is timeless, it's unhurried, and if we try to change and interfere with its course by putting it in a container, then the sun will evaporate it, making it free to fall as rain again. If trapped in a bottle, it will call upon the power of cold air to freeze the glass, to shatter it, so that it can escape. Hydrogen is the main component of water, which is the oldest element in the universe. Her dragon is sharing that the greatest thing at this time is our inner wisdom. This can be accessed by tapping into our self-knowledge and surrendering to the flow of life. The dragon is suggesting that in order not to sacrifice our freedom, to be like water and find our way through these revealing, momentous times of evolution on our beloved planet. So thank you for Saga, and to your beautiful dragon for coming in. Let's finish off with our divine doors. There we go. See what doors we're going through. Okay. Let's turn them the right way. Okay. Let's see what's going to come out for us. Jump, jump, jump. One. Oh, there's two there. That's quick. They want to get to it quick, smart. Okay. A few more shuffles, and then I will just choose one. Okay. Do you want one more? Okay, they're saying please one more. And there it is. Okay. These two came out first. Which the first one is 1111. My gosh, if you're anything like my husband and myself, every license plate we pass is a 777, is an 888, is a 111. This card is 1111. Numbers in double synchronicity in 2. Don't hold back your love now. Life is meant for you. When we see those double numbers, not just 1111, but all those numbers in sequence, yesterday we saw, I think it was 4 or 5 8s on a license plate. When you see those things over and over and over again, it just means that your life is lining up and things are lined up in synchronicity. And the more we take note of it, then the more the synchronicities happen. How about this? This is the confirmation. This door, sorry, I didn't show you the door. But this is the confirmation of what the Posse of Angels and I were just speaking about. Heart healing. Mourning now, mourning as in mourning, now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. And as the Posse of Angels and I so succinctly put it, those wounds that we have in our heart, see them as places where the light can now shine in. So there's that heart healing that the collective is going through now. Then this one came out. This is Anthony's Call. Beautiful doors there. Anthony's Call. And this one is, in thanks of my spirit safe and sound, all things that are kept, all things that are lost, so can be found. A lot of people call upon St. Anthony when they've lost their keys or they lose their minds, when they lose things. But so many things that were lost, like all that taxpayer money, is now being found as the light of truth shines bright on the planet. And the last card we have is, look how beautiful that is, walking through that doorway of that beautiful, lush greenery. And we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups in Tarot is the celebration card. A toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. 3 cups in happiness. 3 cheers are done. So we're ending on a note that there is so much to celebrate now. If you are struggling and you're finding it difficult to see anything to celebrate, please do give me a call at Angel Healing House, or go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, for some intuitive counseling, possibly an angel tarot card reading, those wonderful Reiki sessions which balance, bring you back to your peace, serenity, and calmness and tranquility, so that you can be clear enough to think and to act in your highest good, and also so bring you back to your center, your balance and equilibrium, so that you can hear the messages from your spirit guides and your angels. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. Do remember that Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom airs every week on Saturdays. And if I don't get it out on Saturdays, which is unusual, then I will post it on Sunday. And take care, everyone. I'm wishing you love, and as always, angel blessings. And I do look so forward to speaking with you again next week. Have an incredible week, everyone. Bye.